welcome my friends to Cuentame USA with Moncho Camano. This guy is, I don't have any other person that's going to replace me. So it's me every time. I'm sorry. Today, I'm speaking with two members of this band that I just came across not that long ago. And I was, let me say something. I didn't want to make a mistake. So the band's name is Friendship Commanders. I was nervous this week because I thought it's going to come out Spaceship Commanders, and I don't want to say that. So I was like a little nervous. I don't know why. It's Friendship Commanders.
Well, Spaceship Commanders is maybe a missed opportunity.
For some reason, it's always behind my brain trying to push it in, and I'm like, no, 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 it's not. It's not. Nothing like that. So we got Buick Audra. She's the vocalist, guitarist, the primary song writer of the band. And then we got Jerry Rowe. He's the drummer, the bassist, he's more than that probably. We'll find out what the hell he does besides playing bass and drums. So thanks so much for being here today. Their fourth album is coming out October the 10th.
Yep,
And the
Yeah.
name of the title, this is, well, they have special titles, but this one is Bear.
it
And
is.
Bear. All their albums, I think they only have one word. Bill, Mass, right? Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
they're all four letters
Yeah.
long.
Okay, so that makes okay.
So
So
far.
so far, their label, I guess it's a new label. It's called Magnetic Eye Records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how is everything going today, Miss guys, Buick and Jerry? What's going on?
Well,
Busy
today,
Saturday, busy weekend, Sunday, nothing to do. Probably a lot of things to
um,
do.
well, I just got home from some solo shows in Georgia here in the States. I got back late Friday night, and so yesterday was a day off, and today is a Sunday, but has been a work day. We had another interview just a couple hours ago,
Oh,
and
okay.
we were looking forward to this one. We've had it scheduled now for at least a month, haven't we? I think.
Probably, yeah. I had you in my calendar, and I was
Yeah,
like looking forward to speaking with you guys, especially after
same
listening to
here.
all your discography. Yeah, you
Thank
you
you.
just play on Wednesday and Thursday, I think. I've been
Yes, I did.
I've been following your posts also.
Oh, cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Tell me what was so weird about the Athens, Georgia show? What was going
Uh,
on there? It was something
listen,
personal of the audience itself or the venue? What was it?
it was really just my own experience on stage felt kind of unsteady, which is not altogether common for me anymore. And I was touring solo electric, which means it's just me playing electric guitar and singing songs
Right.
from my new album, Adult Child. And I just like I don't
Mm.
know. I just didn't feel connected to myself on stage, and there was a little bit of a weird energy in the room, but it's not anyone's fault. It just was a
Yeah.
sometimes on stage you just can't find it. And I think that when you're solo, it feels a little bit more topsy-turvy than when you're in a band. It can happen when you're in a band as well. You just
Mm.
don't feel like you're connected to the room in
Okay.
in a profound way. But I got to redeem that the next night in Savannah. It was a really nice show. So
Yeah.
I was grateful for that. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe she's thinking of Jerry. Maybe she needs a backup or somebody, like a guardian angel or something. I don't know.
I love to perform alone. It just was a strange night. And
Hmm.
I like to be honest with people about my experiences just because that's what my work is. And so why shouldn't I be? You know?
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. So what are you excited about the new album? Five singles came out. I listened to them.
Yes.
Found, Keeping
Yeah.
Score, Melt, Mid Heaven, and X. Was it
Yeah,
X?
that's all five.
Yeah, the
Yeah, go
five
ahead,
of them.
Jer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell me.
I mean, extremely excited about it coming out. It's releasing records. There's a lot to do, and there's been a lot to like share on social media and a lot to get together. So, uh, there was a lot of work in the middle, and now it's really, I think for me, Buick might be feeling the same way. It's starting to feel very real. It is very imminent, so it's getting really exciting. And uh, yeah, I'm really, really, really happy for the whole thing to be out and
Hmm.
to be touring it and talking about it as a full thing that's out in the world and not just singles.
Right. Are you still thinking like maybe we've lost something or maybe we forgot to add something to this mix?
Always. I always
Yeah,
feel like I'm missing something, not in the music, but just in the process of
yeah,
sharing things. I always want to make sure I've said exactly all the stuff I want to say in the
mm,
posts and when I'm talking about the songs and when we're talking about the process of making our records. But
right.
I think so far I feel pretty satisfied with what we're doing. But yeah, so we're speaking with you in real time on September 28th. Our record comes out on October 12th. So this next 12 days will be very full for sure. But yeah,
October
thrilled,
October
excited.
10th or 12th?
October 10th, yes.
10th.
10. Did I say 12?
Yeah,
Yeah.
12 days from now. Yeah.
12 days, but
Okay.
October 10th. Yeah.
Yes. So you don't regret anything that you put in this record yet.
No, not yet. We'll let
Everything
you
is
know.
fine.
Yeah.
I'll
Talk to
let
us
you
in a
know.
year. Yeah.
I'll let you know when I listen to all the rest of the songs.
Right.
So far, so good. What can I say?
Thank you.
Uh, okay. So tell me, you were born, Audra Buick. You were born in Florida, Miami, in the
Yeah.
Miami. Hmm. And Jerry was born in Tennessee. Was it Nashville or just
Yeah.
suburbs of
Nashville.
the cities? Okay, okay. Uh, but Buick, you also lived in Brooklyn, New York, and
I did.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Yep.
Is that where you got your most higher education in Massachusetts? Your
Yes. I went to Massachusetts College of Art in
mm,
Boston, which is very cool school, and it's a public art school. So
mm,
it's kind of an interesting opportunity to get a very high-end art education, but at a state school price. Like if you're outside of the country, I'll tell you that going to a state school is a much better financial deal than going to like a private
of course, of course.
college or university. So Mass Art has this incredible reputation as a hallowed art institution and is very old at this point, but is
Mm,
also technically a state school. So it's a great opportunity.
mm. And you play in a couple bands while you were there, right? Well, at least one band that I
Yep.
know of.
Yep. I
Right?
played in a band called 33 Slade primarily. Yep.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't listen to those recordings. I don't know if they're available or not, but that I
They are.
heard.
I'll email them to you.
Yeah, why not?
They're great.
Might as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Uh, your brother is also a musician, right? I believe, right?
He is
Buick?
Bowie Russell. He's a great musician. Yes.
And he's also
Mhm.
a drummer.
Yes, primarily at this point in his life, he's playing drums. He's actually playing with this really cool group called Vapors of Morphine,
Right.
which is Dana from, are you familiar with a band called Morphine from Boston?
No, I don't.
Morphine was a legendary three-piece band in Boston, which was fronted by a great, very singular bassist and vocalist songwriter named Mark Sandman, who died a
Hmm.
long time ago now. And the saxophone player in that band has kept a version of that project alive, and my brother now plays drums in that band,
Hmm.
which is very cool.
I'll take a look also. You guys are gonna keep me busy in the next week also. That's good to know. That's good. So you also come from a music family, right? With other, I don't know if your father or mother, they were involved in music also as
Yeah,
well.
both Jerry and I come from musical families. My biological parents are both singer-songwriters. And Jerry, why don't you talk about your
Yeah,
background a little
tell
bit?
me about Jerry Reed, Jerry.
Oh yeah, I'm from third
I used
generation
to
Nashvilleian.
I used to see on TV in the 80s. I
Oh
think
Yeah, for
yeah, yeah.
sure.
It was on the hot
a
stuff
couple
hour.
movies when I was like I had
Yeah,
a lot of hair at that time,
yeah,
and the 80s I saw a couple of these movies.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, he was my grandfather, and I grew up in an entirely musical family. My dad played bass, my mom sang, and so it was kind of all I was ever really expected to do.
Hmm.
And yeah, born into the industry here, so I was always around it, like the local scene in that way.
Yeah,
And
that was you. Your drums. I really love the way you play the drums. Those pounding, heavy sounds.
thank
He's the
you,
I
best.
love that.
thank you.
Uh, Now tell me, I don't know who's gonna tell me about the Friendship Commanders. How do you get to get the name of from? Is it
Oh,
a Jerry story? Something with to do with jackets and stuff? I don't know.
That's
it
it.
is
That is it.
something to go ahead, Jer.
Tell
No,
me,
you go
Jerry.
ahead. It's really your story.
It was your story?
Yes. So I found this vintage varsity jacket, this green vintage varsity jacket at an antique market many years ago. And it is kind of a vibrant green with big gold and white letters on the back that say Friendship Commanders in satin fabric. And I thought, what a wild set of words next to each other. I loved how they sounded.
Hmm.
And later got the jacket. It's still my winter jacket when I wear one. And for a long time, I didn't know who it ever belonged to, but there is a
Hmm.
name stitched on the front. But anyway, a couple of years after I got the jacket, Jerry and I started playing together in this project, and we were thinking about what we would name it, and we didn't want to take ourselves too seriously, and we also didn't want to like use either of our names or whatever, some combination. And so I suggested, what about Friendship Commanders? Because it was just something I just love those
Yeah.
words together.
Yeah.
And he agreed. And, over the years, it's interesting because at the time we wouldn't have known this, but over the years, we have become a band that really talks about human relationships,
Hmm.
including friendship. And so now the name
Yeah.
sort of ties in a more meaningful way, but it was kind of a prophecy back in the day. And I will
Hmm.
say that 4 or 5 years ago, I did finally figure out who the previous owner of the jacket was. And I won't say his name, but
Hmm.
he passed away in his 40s.
Wow.
And I did see his online kind of obituary memorial thing. And there are pictures of him in the FC stuff. It's his junior high
Oh,
jacket.
really? So you
Yes.
really got a really nice story behind this
Yeah, so
young
it's now
man.
very meaningful, and I feel
Yeah,
honored to have it.
really
Mhm.
nice. So that your band came together in 2016. That's
When
what
we really
I
started doing it.
read more or
Yeah,
less. But it was more like a side project. You had no idea what was gonna happen. Uh,
no,
you
we
weren't
sure
looking
didn't.
into the future at that time, right?
Yeah, it was
Well,
an idea. It was an idea to play some of Buick songs in a more elevated, like aggressive way, and it just
Mm,
snowballed from there.
mhm.
yeah, because when I think we got to do another interview if Buick is maybe in months from now because her
Great.
career is like a solo project is totally different. I guess it's much
Yep.
different, especially when I listen to your first album, that Rose Inc. Is it your
Oh,
first one?
thank you. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my first. Yeah,
yeah. It's just acoustic guitar on that, right?
it's electric, but it's
It's
just
electric,
me. Yeah, so
just you.
that's like how I'm touring. Although the guitar sound that I have now is much bigger than it was on Rosing. But yeah, playing electric guitar and just singing, it's a very stripped down record. Mhm.
Yeah, so I listen to all those
Thank
singer.
you. Thank you
So
for
yeah,
listening.
yeah, of course. I got at least I need to know at least who am I talking to. Just so it's nice.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I really did. And your latest that it just came out. I don't know, from June,
In
July,
June. Yeah.
June.
Yeah.
Adult
Adult
Child
Child. Yeah.
Torture. Yeah, very nice record. I don't know.
Thank you so much.
I cannot say it's the best, but it's the last one I listened to. It might be. I don't know.
Thank
Maybe.
you.
So I really enjoyed that one. So we're gonna talk to maybe next time if they answer to my email. Maybe we can talk about others with Biox what she does.
I'd love that. You can
Yeah.
always interview me about my solo
We,
stuff.
we,
I'd love that.
I'll try now to mention the friendship commanders at that time. Maybe.
Well, I'll tell you what,
But it's hard
everybody,
because Jerry is involved in your solo work, so
I
it's
was
very
just going to
hard.
say, and also there are two other people that are also involved in both projects. One, the person who mixed Adult Child is Kurt Ballou, which is who recorded and mixed Bear and
Right.
co-produced it with us. And the person who mastered both records is Brad Boatwright. So there is a lot of crossover, even
Yeah.
though the presentation of the songwriting is different. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jerry, what came first, the drums or the bass? Was it the drums for you, or
Well,
maybe
it
a
was
total different
drums.
instrument?
Yeah.
It was the drums.
Yeah. It was drums big time. I'm definitely primarily a drummer. But I started messing around with bass in my like late teens, and um, really in this band, I mainly do it just to like make the recording sound fuller in the end
Hmm.
product. Because the volume handles a lot live, but on record we want some like real low end. But
Mhm.
yeah,
When you guys play live, where does the bass go in there? Is a
it's not there.
backtrack
It's just
or
just guitar.
Just
No
guitar.
tracks or anything. Yeah.
But I will say I play through two amps, two rigs,
Ah,
and one of them is a bass rig. So even though it's just my guitar running through it, it does
mm,
provide a lot of that sort of heavy low end.
yeah, it sounds really heavy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you're not a shredder, but you are
No,
very into heavy chords and
I am.
rhythm.
Yep.
Really nice. I really enjoy that. You
Thank
know,
you.
I like all kinds of music, all music genres. I cannot put you into a box and tell you that you just play heavy rock or metal or sludge or punk. I don't know. It's just how so much going on that it's not even worth it. It's just like it's good music.
Just
Um,
music. Yeah,
just
Yeah.
music.
agreed.
Yeah, it's just music. So tell me, Jerry, you had other projects also
Yes.
besides the Friendship Commanders before that. I know you lived in California, right? Didn't you?
Yeah, I moved out there 2009, 2012. I was in a band out there called Useless Keys, and
Hmm.
played around there for a while. Ended up moving back to Nashville about 3 years later. I think Friendship Commanders kind of started right before I moved back,
Hmm.
and we played a couple gigs, and then it started to become a real thing. Then, but I was in a band called Keating back when I was 21. Ended up changing to St. Paper Rival, and we went on tour a bunch. And I was in many childhood bands, but that band it made a real go for it.
Hmm.
Um, and ended up breaking up after the record came out. And I quit the band before the record got recorded.
Hmm.
Uh,
But they got signed to Atlantic.
yeah,
Oh, okay, that's not bad. So you started also as a trio? It wasn't a duo, right? When you started with the band, there was somebody
No, but
else.
there was no permanent third person.
Okay.
So we had this sort of concept of being a trio that we
Hmm.
were always trying to chase down in the very beginning. And we had different bass players playing with us for different things, like small tours and things like that. And then we got booked on on one show out of town in South Carolina, and none of the two or three guys that were playing with us at the time could do it. And so I said, let's just play it as a duo, and I'll just play through two amps and see
How it goes.
and it
Hmm.
was so fun, and the dynamic was really different. We both set up front instead of the sort of traditional drums in the back with bass and guitar up front.
Right.
And I think it was noticeable how differently that audience received us than we had been received up to that point as a more traditional trio. I
Hmm.
think the stakes are higher for a two piece, and people know that even sort of
Right.
subconsciously.
Yes.
And I think we only played one more show with a bassist after that, and then have been a duo ever since.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. There's no place to hide for you guys on stage.
No, no.
Now it was a big part of the band getting heavier and more aggressive because we had to really bring it to fill the space.
Yeah,
That sounds
very
good.
true.
Yeah. I also read, uh, Jerry, your partner, Buick, she described you as an intelligent thinker. Are you still feeling the same way, Buick, about Jerry?
Absolutely. He's a highly intelligent thinker.
Okay, good. That's why the band's still together.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Uh, yeah, like I said, your solo work is quite different from your band, the Friendship Commanders.
Yep.
It's like you putting out an invisible wall between the two. It's a bit between the two projects.
Yes, that's a good way of thinking about it.
Yeah, it's your solo project. I guess it's more dear to you, more intimate.
No, it just
No.
sort of addresses the the subject matter through a slightly different lens, and the way that I'm producing on that project just opens up a different sonic landscape like that. The record I released this year, Adult Child, has a
Yeah.
lot of intimacy that I have never had on any record before by any project. I think it's the most intimate project I've ever recorded, but it also is a rock record. If you've heard it,
Yes,
it's
I
like
did.
it
Yeah.
also rocks. So I think it's just like a point of view thing. But
Yeah.
no, they're equally important to me, and I'm immensely proud of both of them. And I'm also grateful to have both of them because I do think in these kind of different ways, and it's nice to have projects to funnel those two sensibilities into.
When you compose, Buick. Is the guitar the most useful tool for you to compose? Or
Yes, I typically write on guitar. Once in a while, though, I do write without guitar. There's a song on my solo record called Yellow that was written without a guitar. And I actually later had to write a guitar part to play on the recording. I wrote it completely in my head.
hmm. Do you have like I don't know, on a piece of paper or somewhere like themes that you want to talk about so you don't forget when you write?
I sometimes write things down, like if I learn a term or a concept that I've never heard about, I'll like make a note of it, like force majeure. I remember the first time I heard that term, writing it down. I'm big into language and words that have multiple definitions. And Mass and Bear, the two most recent Friendship Commanders records,
Right.
are both words that have many definitions with the same spelling. And I love that usage and playing against
Hmm.
um, concept within the same language.
Hmm. When you do all the writing, do you consult with Jerry at all to see
Oh,
what
yeah.
he thinks about, or he
Oh, yeah.
maybe gives you an idea? Maybe this phrase is not as good at, maybe you can change some, you can
It,
change
we
something.
we um we arrange things together, but the composition's all Buick, I'd say.
Hmm. Hmm.
And you
Yeah.
know what? To be fair, like once in a while, Jerry will be like, I think that the bridge should go like this, just like a melodic structural change or something. And I remember there's a song on the record called Keeping Score. It
Right.
actually opens the project. It's one of the singles.
Right.
And when Jerry first heard it, he said the bridge should be, I think you said it should be in seven, in the time signature seven.
Hmm.
And we practiced it a couple times like that and played it at the next rehearsal like that. And you ended up not liking it as much. And so we went back to what I had originally written. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I had a memory that you originally wrote it that way, maybe,
Hmm.
No, I think
but
you
I
thought
wasn't
it was
sure.
cooler in seven.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
then initially, what you wanted ended up not, you didn't like it as much as the original thing or
Yeah.
something. So there's a lot of movement
Yeah.
and,
Back and forth.
opportunity for suggestion or whatever. And what we land on is whatever
Hmm.
it is. But I tend to bring the initial concepts into the room. And then there's a lot of discussion around like Jerry's big on lengths of things. So if you ever hear a double chorus on any of our songs, it's usually because Jerry has fought for that to
Oh,
be
okay.
twice as long. I tend
Yeah.
to be more like want things to be more concise. Although this record I let myself breathe a little more, but Jerry is often responsible for like a double length of something if you hear it on a recording. That's usually his suggestion.
Hmm. I was going to ask you also regarding your writing. Is there like an emotional cost when you try to express your personal feelings in your songs? Like
Yes.
it is, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's very it's there's usually like an emotional fever that accompanies my songwriting and that can be kind of stirring and agitating in a way. But I will say the gift of it, aside from the art form, which is obviously the primary goal, the gift of it is that typically whatever sentiment I'm like bringing to the fore to put into either a body of work or an individual song
Yeah.
tends to live in that work. So I then am like, I have contained it somewhere. So
Okay.
I'm not still working on that exact thing forever and ever. And I'm not like Sisyphus pushing the or whatever,
Yeah.
pushing the rock up the hill for the rest of my life on that subject. Like
Right.
it goes there and then I get to like visit it over there instead of constantly
Hmm.
hashing it out with myself, which I think I would be. I think I would overthink it until I just like my brain rotted out of my head if I didn't put it somewhere constructive.
Hmm. Do you feel more productive early in the morning or evenings or at night, or it doesn't make a difference? Whenever it comes out, I just
Whenever it comes out. I mean, in other areas of my life, I'm only productive before 3 p.m. But as far as like songwriting or creative concepts, those come whenever, and I just let them through.
hmm. Regarding the album, I mean, Bear, is it, I mean, literally, lyrically speaking, is it more direct to the audience, more easy to understand, or really it's not? It's not as much as it's a little like when you try to comprehend the what the song is about. Is it easy, you think, for people, or is a little more like a little
You know,
dark?
You never know, honestly. Like I always have this feeling that my work can be kind of literary and kind of
Mm,
um esoteric sometimes. But then it's like people have their own response to not just lyrics, but to the energy of a recording, something Jerry's doing or whatever, and the song takes on a definition for themselves.
mm,
So as much as I share about what any given song is about, my experience with both being a music consumer and being a music creator is
mm,
that the audience will make that concept whatever they want it to be for them. So I think people seem to get it, but again, what they're getting is
mm.
individual.
Right.
Yeah.
You've been playing live shows for the last couple months, no? Besides your solo work, the band also has played.
We just did a run last
Yeah,
week. Yes. Yeah,
yeah.
we did some preview shows for this record in Pittsburgh and Youngstown.
And
Hmm.
how is Johnstown? How is that city? It's a, I don't know. It's very historic.
Youngstown? Yeah.
Is it?
Youngstown
Yeah.
is
It's how
historic.
is it? Is it like nice to visit? What do you think?
I
I
would
don't know.
say it's a working class, tight-knit community. What would you say, Jer, about it?
Yeah, that's about right. You know, it's a Rust Belt town, so it's hit on hard times, but there are a lot of small business owners and a strong music community who are trying to
So the
regrow it and keep it
Hmm.
alive.
so you had a nice audience there. Nice people like really enjoyed your music.
We did, and we had some people
Mm,
travel from like the Cleveland area. Cleveland's about 45 minutes to an hour away from there.
mm,
Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Youngstown, to some extent Akron and Canton, those communities like are all kind of interconnected and their music scenes are all kind of they're kind of the same general region so that people will travel from
mm.
one to another to see bands if they're
Yeah.
really motivated.
That's cool. There are
Yeah.
so many things that I want to talk to these people about. So we have to, make it shorter because we'll be talking to midnight here. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Uh, Jerry, you are also a music video director. Those videos, you are very involved on those really cool videos you guys putting out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's I've always been a big movie nut, especially like a cinematography nut. So
Mm,
I was very excited at the prospect of getting to do that in this band, and I definitely ran with it. And big thank you to Buick for trusting me with it.
yeah.
She's directed a few of them, and it's like driven the ship artistically.
Uh-huh.
But I've like accumulated a bunch of old vintage lenses and cameras over the years, and
Mm,
on this record, we did involve a friend of mine named Jared Clement, who's handled the camera a lot, so we could both be on camera at the same time and like focus more on playing, which has been a
mm,
big help.
mm.
But yeah, with the visual component is very important to us. It's very important to me.
Yeah. I'm looking. Yeah, I suggest my people, my friends, the people that are listening or viewing me, go to their YouTube uh, spaceship. You see, I was gonna say space
We can be spaceship commanders. Now Jerry's a
Yeah,
great
friendship commanders.
video director and camera operator and editor. He does all of that stuff. But yeah, Jared Clement is the person that Jerry's talking about who assisted in
Hmm.
maybe
four.
Four of
four of
them.
the five videos that are out. Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah,
he's
and
great.
the we have two more after coming out with the album release and one a month later that we did the old fashioned where it was just the two of us. We
Okay.
using like
Yeah.
tripods and handing the camera back and forth.
Hmm.
Yeah, when we started out, we did everything ourselves. We recorded our own records. We made our own videos. Like no one from the outside was involved except for like a mastering engineer on the
Hmm.
records. But
So you guys couldn't complain to anybody about those videos. It was all your
No.
fault.
the call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah. Yeah, also, you are Jerry. You are a session drummer. Also, you have your
Yeah.
own rig. There is a email that they contact you to get
Yeah, I can
your
do that. Most of
yeah.
the time I'm working at studios around town. I don't do that much home recording anymore. And
Mm,
I mostly bought that stuff so we could record uh at the house we did Enemy I Know, they Hold On to Yourself, that EP, and
Hmm.
all of our singles here at the house, and then Kurt Ballou, our collaborator, mixed them. But yeah, I just work around town studios a lot. I'll do tracks for people.
Hmm. That's cool. Are you the guy that likes the heavier sound, more like other? I mean, Buick is more like on the. I don't know.
You
It's
know, sort of bit.
who's the metal? Well, you're not metal. It's like grunge metal, post grunge. I don't know how to
Both of
call
us.
what you do. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Both of us.
Both of you. Are you
Yeah.
into that? I don't know. Those 90s show up a lot in your music, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, we both like some of the 90s stuff.
Yeah, I really enjoy those bands. Like a lot, mostly like political bands. I don't know, like Rage Against the
Really? Like
Machine.
who?
Yeah, Rage Against the
Oh,
Machine, or
Rage, yeah.
the Deftones, or I don't know, or System of a Down is one of my favorite bands.
Nice. Yeah, I'm more like
excellent.
Soundgarden, Alice in Chains,
Soundgarden,
Shellac.
Slave,
Hmm.
and things like that. Yeah, but you guys, I really enjoyed. I don't know. The new album
Thank
is
you.
it's very different. It's not that, I don't know. I have to listen again to those 5 songs. But I mean, if I compare it with Mass, it's I think it's a big difference between one and this album. I don't know. I have to listen again.
Well, there's more to come. You've only heard half of it.
Yeah.
Um, there's some very heavy stuff on Bear,
There's the
and which I can't wait for people to hear. I think the song Drain, I think I'm really excited for people to hear. It's the second song on
Rain,
the
the
record.
second son. Yeah.
Hmm.
What about Dripping Silver? That's another one that you
Yeah,
need
that's a
to
beautiful
listen to
song.
when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So is this album, I guess you can divide it in two, like the heavy and the more the soft side. Is there
yeah,
such?
I wouldn't really call it soft, but I would call it sugary. There's like
Hmm.
a melodic sweetness to some of the songwriting on I mean, the sounds are still very, very heavy,
Hmm.
but there's a melodic sort of tonality to the vocal songwriting and presentation that I think is sweeter. Yeah.
Did it take you a long time to decide which songs went first and the last, or you didn't?
You know, we had a set of ideas about which songs we wanted to open and close the record.
Hmm.
And the song that closes the record, Dead and Discarded Girls, is still it. But when we got signed, our label head really fought for keeping score to open the record instead of we were going to have Mel to open the record. And,
Hmm.
keeping score was the first song I wrote for the record. It's the mother of the album
Hmm.
conceptually and also just like logistically. So it made a certain kind of sense to me to have it go first, but we were on the fence about it for a while there, and we had to have the record remastered for
Hmm.
sequence.
The album was it recorded in Salem, Massachusetts?
Yes.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. Is there a nice stuff? I've never been in Salem. I
Salem's
got
lovely.
It's a
It's
Yeah,
small
it's
it's
really nice.
town. It's witchy. It's such a very tourist. It's like a tourist attraction for witches and stuff from the.
well,
Is it 1800s? I don't know.
what they did was murder women.
Yeah,
So there were
they
no
almost doing that today nowadays.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so there were no witches. There were just women that were different and that were
Yeah,
accused of things, and they just murdered them. Yeah.
yeah, I know. I'm just
They've
saying.
But
since
yeah, it's a
been like,
super old town.
yeah, they've essentially gone like, hey guys, our bad. So here's some statues and some gift shops, and we'll celebrate the witches as they were, even though they weren't witches.
Yeah,
It's a funny cultural thing that's happened.
yeah. For some reason, I think we're going back to the Bronze Age right now. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about politics, but maybe we should leave it. Makes me angry. I won't be. Sometimes I try to not to talk about that stuff, but
Well, we live
I'm
here in the
trying
States
not
and
to.
it's insane. It's
No,
insane.
I'm in New Jersey. You guys never play in Jersey, I think, yet,
You
right?
know,
But
we did on
You
in
did?
the very beginning, we played in Jersey City. I cannot
Oh,
remember the name of the place we played.
hmm.
We played with a band called Bells that we did a whole tour with, who were
it was a pretty small bar that I don't imagine is there anymore, if I'm going to
I
be honest with you.
agree.
Yeah.
Wa-
Yeah.
Was it this after COVID or before?
No, it was before
before.
COVID. It was like the first
Before.
year we were touring.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yeah, we don't always play Jersey. I'm sorry about that. I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
honestly haven't even
yeah.
played New York in a couple years, so we're looking
You're
forward to
gonna
that.
play Brooklyn, no? In October the
We are.
Yeah,
20th. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wrote it down, so maybe I'll have time. I'll stop by. You never know.
Please
please
come
come by.
out.
Yeah, I'll stay in the back, so it doesn't bother you seeing my face. So I'll pretend
You'll
that I'm
never
not
bother
there.
us, Jose.
I know you're gonna be playing a lot of shows that I read. You're going to all the East Coast, I think,
And the West
and
Coast.
Yeah, the West
Oklahoma
Coast.
and Kentucky. I don't know, so many places that Virginia. You'll be going to Massachusetts,
I know.
Seattle. I
We're
don't
not
know.
messing around.
Really, these people are really working hard. I don't know. Imagine.
We
Uh,
try.
Tell me about something else. You guys, I also read that you guys planning of going to Europe next year. Is it right?
Yes, we finally have European booking representation, which happened right after we got signed to Magnetic Eye. We're with
Hmm.
an agent named Thomas, who's part of a group called Broken Music, and we should be over there late spring next
Really?
year. We're really looking forward to it. Yeah,
Okay, it's nice.
forward. Jerry
Maybe
says I say forward.
maybe I'll see you
Yeah.
then by then. I always go to Europe once a year, so you
Oh,
never know.
great.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah, I go over there. Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't go. Maybe I'll have
I
problems coming
know.
back.
Maybe we all will. I hear you. It's
Hmm.
scary, scary prospect right now. But as
Uh,
far as we know, we're going over in
yeah,
spring.
Yeah.
so far you're good, but me, I don't know. We'll see.
How long have
uh,
you been in the States, Jose?
should I tell you?
Yeah.
Because then if I tell you, you can tell how come this guy doesn't speak English? I came here in
So your
1980.
English is spotless. I
I
don't know
came, no, no,
what.
no, no. I came in 1980.
Great. So you've been here for 45 years.
Wow, so long. Yeah,
Your
I guess
English
so.
is your English is better than
Oh,
most people who were
oh,
born here. Seriously, like
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
perfect.
I was 17 years old when I came,
Great.
and I guess if I came when I was 10 or 12, my English would be much better. But when you
Your
come when
English
you're
is great.
17, 18 years old, you never forget Spanish, so it's hard. Well,
You know, I'm
anyway,
from Miami, and so I grew up with just countless people whose first language is Spanish, and
yeah.
you sound great.
Ah,
Great.
thank you so much.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But when I came to no, maybe I shouldn't talk about myself. Well, I forget it.
You can talk about
No,
yourself.
no, I was just gonna say when I came to the United States, I was like, why did I? My parents were here. I lived
Hmm.
with my grandparents in Spain for
Great.
like most of my life, and they told me, say, okay, let's do some paperwork, go to the embassy, do this, do that. When I came, I was really, I hated it.
Yeah,
I,
fair
I felt
enough.
so bad. I was like, why did they bring me here for? I was happy where I was.
Yeah, I bet.
You know how it is. It takes a while to get in touch with find new friends and nobody, you don't
Yeah.
speak a word of English, all that stuff,
Completely.
You know
Completely.
how it is. The first day I always go back to my childhood. I don't know. It's like everybody else. They always go back. You know,
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of information in our youths about
yes,
where who we are now.
yeah, when I came, father and they went to work and I stayed in the house in the morning, I was afraid to open the door. I was
Yeah,
looking at the window. I said, what is this? I
Yeah.
fair
was,
enough.
you know how it is. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about that. We could talk that first first time I went to a concert, I went to see Jethro Tull, 1980.
Great.
Yeah,
Amazing.
my first band I ever saw in the United States.
Hell yeah. That's
Excellent. Yeah.
great.
Yeah, and then you know how it is. And then you go crazy, go to New York, just go to CBGB and Danceteria and
Yeah,
all those
there's nothing
places,
cooler.
and
Yeah.
listen to all those hardcore bands, the Dead Kennedys and Black Flag and everything. You know,
Great.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, so it would be nice if you guys go to Europe the first time. Well, I don't know, maybe you went by doing tourism someplace, but I mean playing music.
We're so
Uh,
excited.
that would be
Yeah.
Yeah. Big
great.
time.
Probably Germany or I don't know, the UK, who
Yes,
knows?
for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of places, a lot of venues that you guys could play your music for sure. Um,
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
yeah. So if I wanna buy your music, your record is it SPKR store? Is it
Yeah. So if you're
Yeah.
in
my shop? Yeah.
Yep, SPKR or Bandcamp. But yeah, for people outside of the States, this is the first record we've ever had global distribution on, so you can buy it and have it, you know, anywhere.
Yeah.
Um, but in the
Is there
States, yeah.
gonna be a listening party, a bear listening party on the 8th?
Yes, there's a bear listening party virtually on Bandcamp. They're super fun. I had one for my album Adult Child. So basically, right at 8 p.m. Central Time, the record will start playing for everybody who's signed in. And then
Hmm.
there's a live chat where everybody can interact with us and with each other, presumably,
Hmm.
and just discuss the record in real time, which is, I think it's a fun sort of
That's a
community
cool.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 2 days before the release date.
Yes,
Yeah.
and one day before our first tour date. So we're leaving on the 9th. So it felt like a good move to have it on the 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got everything ready to go? You got all your guitars and
No,
you don't have anything ready? What's going on? You waited till the last second to
always,
pack up?
always. Yeah.
We're just gonna kind of fall into the van with everything a little bit. It'll all just
You
sort
throw
of,
everything in there, all the
yeah,
cables and stuff, and say, what the hell? If something is
yeah,
missing, whatever.
We'll figure it
yeah.
out.
We'll figure it out. What else? Are you gonna be playing all the songs of the album or
I think we're probably going to end up playing about seven
okay?
this fall of the 10. We're still playing some songs from Mass, a handful. Plus, we always have to play The Enemy I Know from our
Okay.
Hold On to Yourself EP in 2020 because it's been just a mainstay in our catalog for a long time and people seem to look forward
Hmm.
to hearing it.
Hmm. Do you play anything from the first album, Dave? Or no?
Not in a long time. We did,
Okay.
after Steve Albini passed away last year, we did
Hmm.
bring back a song from that record. That record's called Bill, and we were playing for about 9 months. We played a song called In the Afterthoughts at our live show and dedicated it to Steve.
Hmm. That's
Yeah,
nice.
we're still really proud of those records, but they don't feel like us right now. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
we're that's pretty much it. And it's been a problem figuring these new songs and our new set out because Mass still feels like us, and we don't want to cut anything. So
Yes.
we
It's
have
a,
no idea what to do.
it's a
It's tough.
great album. It's a great
Yeah,
album, Mass. I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed
thank
it.
you.
And let me tell you, there is a song that I listened to your on your solo project that I listened to quite a while. The Streets of My Town. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
I
Yeah, that's
really
from
enjoyed.
Singer.
Yeah, I
Thank you
really
so
enjoyed that one.
much.
And Northern Star from the other album, Family album.
Family album. Yeah, thank you.
Those
Appreciate
songs
that.
I listened. I don't know, 4 or 5 times each.
Thank you so
I
much for
really
saying
enjoyed that
that.
one. Yeah, there are
Thank you.
a lot of songs that I forget, but I listened to the whole discography. I think their next album is coming out. Who knows when? Maybe 2027. They're gonna name it Jose, Jose, 4 letters.
Yeah,
That's right. You heard it here first. The fifth FC record is called Jose.
Jose. This is a Mexican.
that'll get us back on the personal name
Yeah,
scheme there.
That's right. We've been too far away from that.
it will do great in Mexico. Maybe I don't
Right.
know. I know you
Breaking
guys
news.
are tired. You already did an interview today. You must be tired, and especially after speaking with me. And
No,
you know,
You're a great interviewer, Jose.
big time, big
I
time.
have a lot of questions, but I don't want to push it.
Just fire them off. We'll answer quickly.
No, come
Go
on.
ahead.
I don't. I can tell it's late, long. It's late Sunday. You guys gotta go to work. What other things you do besides playing music and singing and all that and recording? Is there anything else that catches your interest? I know you are a lot of other stuff that you do.
God, no
Buick.
one has any time right now. I mean,
Yeah.
I did develop this hobby during the pandemic where I was building guitar pedals, effects pedals
Hmm.
for a little bit, which I love doing, but it's time consuming and I haven't had a lot of time.
Hmm.
Um, I like building fires in my backyard. That's my favorite hobby. I've become a firebug in the last year and a half.
Really?
Pretty
Jerry,
good.
Jerry, as you can see behind him, collects Blu-rays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I see.
really
I didn't know if it was like CDs or DVD. I
no.
didn't know what it was.
I'm a
Blu-rays.
major movie guy, and I have been my whole
Hmm.
life. So yeah, that's I collect them. I don't watch them as much as I should or as I'd like, but that is a lot. That is largely because music eats up all our time.
Do you correct
Yeah,
records? Do you have vinyls or there's
we have
nothing?
Not
some.
really. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm surprised you guys don't have any of that.
I prefer
I mean, I have
CDs.
a bunch of vinyl, but I don't collect it. I just have what I
Yeah,
have,
You prefer CDs,
yeah,
Jerry? Yeah,
yeah.
I got so much myself,
Do
many,
you?
many, but I don't have them with me. I try every time I go to Europe, I bring like 5 or 6. That's about it. Because when I moved to
Yeah.
Spain, because I moved to Spain for a long, long time ago, and I brought a container with all my music over there.
Yeah.
And now I want to bring it back, but I'm not bringing a container. So I put it in my luggage, like this, a little
Yeah.
vinyl, a
Just
little
a little bit
CDs.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
back. So I bring my stuff back little by little. So maybe by 2050, I'll have the whole discography again, the whole
You'll
thing.
be
I'll
in
be all
hand
right.
with all of it.
Yeah.
Great.
So I know you are also a lot into human rights and activism, and it's something that you enjoy doing, and it's very important for you, I think, Buick. And
Yeah.
that's something that I don't want to, maybe we shouldn't talk about
I
this.
think it's weird that people all aren't concerned about human rights, if I'm honest with you. I mean, I
Especially
think,
nowadays.
I mean, there's like a strange empathy gap that I have only recently really been able to like
Hmm,
nail down in the last handful of years. But there, a lot of people in this world are only concerned with what affects them. And
yeah,
I think it's a deeply problematic perspective because
yeah,
we are not living in a vacuum, and the human condition requires us to be alert and aware of
yeah,
not just the suffering of others but just the experience of others, to be to have some awareness and some concern for
yeah,
other people.
yeah, I know.
I think it's just called being a good person. But yeah, I have done quite a lot of activism in my life,
Yeah.
cumulatively, for sure.
Mm. Well, we're gonna leave it that on the side, but there's so much stuff going. Uh, so it was a pleasure talking to you both.
You too.
Uh, and
Jose, you're the greatest.
I want to wish you all the best with this album,
Thank
and
you.
Thank you.
hopefully maybe I can see you one day. If you would go, if maybe Brooklyn would be a good place for me to
What city
watch
are
you.
you in Jersey?
I'm in Union, New Jersey, which is like 10 minutes from Newark Airport.
Oh, great. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
not that
That's
far from there.
no, that's not far. Okay.
Yeah,
Great. Well, I'll let you know if anything Jersey related comes up. But yeah, hope if you can make it to Brooklyn, we'd be
yeah,
honored to have you there.
yeah. I'll probably try to make it over there. See you
Cool.
guys. Bring a couple friends of mine.
Do it.
Yay.
Yeah, the, the more people, the better.
We're very friendly.
Yeah, you guys, you look very, very friendly. They're harmless. They play heavy music, but it has nothing to do with their personality. They don't.
No, we're very friendly.
Yeah, they don't get into fights.
No.
No.
They're always very peaceful duo, we can say.
Yep, we are.
So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Just follow them on Instagram or I don't know, Facebook. Go to
Yep,
YouTube, buy their
all those
records,
places.
and you won't regret it. Just listen to them. You know.
Thank you
I
for all
think
of your research on what we do, for listening to all of the music, for taking this time to interview us. It's really appreciated.
I will listen again because I have to listen because it takes time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So much
Yeah.
going
To
on
absorb it
in
correctly.
our lives. So many bands, so much music going on,
So much.
so much. Sometimes they're really horrible. Sometimes they're good. They're
Amen.
but theirs is top notch, we could say.
Awesome.
So thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Hope
you.
to hope to speak to you maybe another time.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
and reach out anytime. We're always happy to jump on.
All right,
Appreciate you,
guys.
Jose.
Thank you so much, and see you guys next week.
See
Take
you.
Take
care.
care.
Bye bye.